India is a sovereign nation. I'm not going to tell India what to do.
In the month of March, Europe has bought, I think, 15% more oil and gas.
Remember S. Jaishankar's sharp comeback to India's critics on buying cheaper Russian oil? In a recent move, India has indicated that it would continue to import energy and military hardware from Russia. The decision came for the country's own national interests, notwithstanding the US sanctions and other Western nations imposed on Ukraine in the wake of the Russian invasion.
At a time when energy costs have spiked, clearly we need to ensure that the common person in India is not subject to an additional and unavoidable burden.
Jaishankar hinted at India's need for defense equipment imported from Russia as part of its ongoing military standoff with China. The standoff is still ongoing along the line of actual control, forcing India to continue relying on Russian-made defense equipment. Taking advantage of heavy discounts, India has bought at least 13 million barrels of Russian oil since February 24th. In 2021, this import was nearly 16 million barrels.
All these, Speaker Sir, are legitimate pursuits of national interest by India. They are similar to what other nations are doing from their particular perspective.
Earlier during the conversation with his British counterpart, Liz Truss, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar had defended India's right to buy discounted oil from Russia.
When oil prices go up, I think it's natural for countries to go out into the market and look for what are good deals for their people.
Meanwhile, he insisted that the media in other countries were only focusing on India's purchases while ignoring similar oil buys from European countries.
If you look at the major buyers of oil and gas from Russia, I think you'd find most of them are in Europe. I am pretty sure if we wait 2 or 3 months and actually look at who are the big buyers of Russian gas and oil.
He claimed that there was a campaign to target India over buying Russian oil.
What looks almost like a campaign on this issue. Now, I was just reading a report today that in the month of March, Europe has bought, I think, 15% more oil and gas from Russia than it did the month before.
He also contrasted the West's concern about the Russian invasion with the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan. He emphasized on how Europe was not affected in the same way that India was last year when the Taliban took over Afghanistan. Replying to which, the White House said it is not in India's best interests to accelerate or increase imports of Russian energy and other commodities.
India's interest to accelerate or increase imports of Russian energy and other commodities. Right now, just to give everybody the full scope of it, India's imports of Russian energy represent only 1 to 2% of their total energy imports. So while he explained both the mechanisms of our sanctions and reiterated that any country or entity should be abiding by those, we also made clear that we'd be happy to be a partner in reducing their reliance or even their small percentage of reliance on that.
The White House has also offered a collaboration with New Delhi to help it reduce its reliance on Moscow.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.